Hello, I'm Sue Beckwith from the Texas Center for Local Food, and I'm here to talk about some hard truths about our food. Let me start by saying I know it's not easy to always know where our food comes from. And I know that many of you shop at the farmers market as much as you can, and you get to know farmers, and maybe you visit their farms and you get to see how they treat the people who work there. I'm in Sugar Land, Texas today at the burial site of 95 forced laborers who were a part of the convict leasing system at the end of the 1800s and the early part of the 1900s. This site is the internment of 95 of those forced laborers, almost all black men, perhaps one woman. I'm no expert on racial history. I do the best I can to learn what I can. So please research the Sugar Land 95. And at the end of the video, we'll show you a QR code and a picture of the plaque that's here so that you can learn more. The convict leasing system came about after the Emancipation Proclamation. So right away in 1866, the food companies and the clothing companies, cotton, sugar mostly, were pretty much freaking out that they weren't going to have that low-cost labor they had during slavery. So they tried to figure out a way to continue to have low-cost labor. There's an exception clause for criminal offense in the 13th Amendment. And so the states, mostly southern states, but not exclusively, quickly adopted Jim Crow laws that made it a crime to do things like be homeless, which a whole bunch of people had just been freed from slavery. They don't have a home anymore. To be unemployed, again, same story. And loitering, which literally was standing in one place for too long. Those laws and the arrests and convictions that followed flooded the prisons with labor. And so the convict leasing system went into play. Forced labor of convicted criminals, creating a whole new criminal class of almost exclusively black men in the United States to work in the cotton mills, to work in the sugar fields, to work at the Imperial Sugar Company here in Sugar Land, Texas. Many scholars have said the treatment was far worse than under slavery in many, many cases. Deprivation, filthy food, terrible, terrible working conditions, and many, many people died, including the 95 who were here in Fort Bend County. So, we all buy food off the backs of exploited people. Clothes too. This phone I'm taking this film with, off the backs of exploited people. And it's hard to reconcile, I know. What we can do, though, is each of us do one small part. Go to the farmer's market, buy from your local farmers, visit their farms, look around. Do you see workers? How do they look? How are they being treated? When you can't buy from Texas farmers, do you buy fair trade products from Equal Exchange, Wholesome Sweeteners, and so forth? Fair trade. So I'm here today to pay my respects to the 95 people who died probably very brutally here in Sugar Land, Texas. And I will see you at the farmers market.